Mm, 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 mm. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Live in effect, ready for Financially Lit Tuesday. So I am getting everything situated, sharing it, started a watch party, waiting on you all to start chiming in. If you are tuning in, definitely hit the share button so your friends and family could get some of this great information because it is Blackout Day. And definitely want to make sure we have some pivotal information today so we are making the right decisions. Um, what is going on? I am trying to um, get the Facebook shared, but it's taking long. Hello, hello. Hey. Um, I'm getting everything situated. Give me a moment. My bad. Okay. I'm trying to what's going on? Oh, there you go. I think I got it now. It's taking so long. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get Facebook together, but taking a minute. It's loading very slowly. Mm. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get Instagram up while this is getting it together. Hello, how's everyone doing this evening? Hey, how's it going? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Happy Financially Lit Tuesday. Okay, I'm ready to go ahead and get started. So today I'll be going over the blackout day. So today is blackout. I did find it weird that it happened on a Tuesday. I don't know what the significance is for it happening today versus on a weekend. So if anybody could let me know why that is, definitely help me know. Let me know because I'm lost. Like I really don't understand why it's like why we chose to do it on a Tuesday versus a Saturday. Um, and like why not do the whole weekend or I should say the entire weekend versus just Tuesday. But today is blackout day. So definitely make sure that you are supporting black businesses today. Support your black business and support your all together because hey Jesse, ready to get financially lit, right? Every day be lit. Especially on Tuesdays. But yeah, I found it very weird that today was the blackout day. But it was a trend that was kind of taking off, so it was like it's kind of by that point, hey Mark, by that point it was like okay, we're locked in on this Tuesday. But if you know why this Tuesday was chose, let me know. Okay, so definitely I wanted to go over some statistics about black businesses and the black dollar because hey Alicia or Asia. Hmm. I hope I said that right. My apologies if I didn't. But yes. So I wanted to make sure that I go over some of this information so that we kind of have an idea of the power of the black dollar and how we need to bring it back into the black community, right? On average, the black dollar doesn't spend more than 6 hours in the black community versus the Asian dollar spends over 71 days. So that's more than 2 months, and we can't even make it one day in the black community. So it's really an issue. It's really something that we need to address and need to redirect into the black community and figure out why. For one, why is the black dollar leaving the community so frequently? Like, we can't keep it past 6 hours. Like, what's going on? And also, what can we do to instill group economics within the black community? Like, what are some things that we can do as a community to ensure that we are providing stellar service, we are providing like services or products that are needed? Because it's not like we don't create. Like, black people are so inventive. Like, we made literally like everything, right? So it's not that we lack in creativity and we're not creating these things. Why are we not making sure that we're purchasing these products by black businesses? Why are we not circling the dollar within the black community longer than 6 hours when the Asian community, which is the longest, is circulating it for more than 2 months? Right. So definitely figuring out what we're doing. The beauty and hair product industry is humongous. Like, um I have statistics, of course. And of course, if y'all have any questions while I'm speaking, definitely feel free to chime in. Talk to me. I want to hear from y'all. um Message me back if you have any pointers or anything that you want to say. Uh, I'm open to receiving it. So, really just making sure that we are tapping into that as black business owners. And if you don't have a black business, making sure that you're supporting. I know, like, with my nails, right? For example, with my nails, I was like, it was so hard to find a nail tech that did the nails that I wanted done, the dip powder, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I called around to so many different black. There's a whole list of black nail technicians, nail spa parlors in Jacksonville, and it was actually really hard to find one that would actually pick up their phone, for one, and want to make an appointment. Like, it was actually really challenging. So really making sure that it's relative, that it's readily available in our community as well, to that we're more accessible for individuals like me. I managed to find one, but I ended up not even liking my nails. um but that's a me issue. But yeah, but like finding service like that. So just making sure that if you are a black business, that you are going above and beyond and making sure that you are providing the service that you said that you provide, and going beyond the person's expectations and receiving feedback. It is so important that we're receiving feedback on the services that we're providing. um Whew. Of course, I didn't bring my water this time, and I had to take a little breather there. Got a little winded. But yeah, so today is the blackout day, and what it really is, it's just a day where that was chosen to not spend black people, not, or to not spend money outside of the community. So making sure that black people are spending money with other black businesses on this day. Which, outside of today, it should not just stop just because it's no longer blackout day, but it should be something that's on the agenda. Because, like I said, 6 hours versus over 2 months. Mark said, we don't like feedback, though. We need to change that. Yes. Um, Mike said we don't like feedback. We definitely need to be more open to receiving feedback. Like, don't be so quick to snap and be like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. If the customer is saying that they don't like a certain product or service, or they have some input as far as what they received, take it, take it in and see what works and what doesn't work for the client. Because if we keep doing the same thing and wonder why our business is not getting the clientele that's necessary to still be in business or growing, we're not able to grow because we're not providing the service necessary, then we need to check ourselves and be like, hey, am I opening myself enough to feedback from my clients or from customers or even potential customers? So making sure that we do that as well. It is so important beyond. Thank you, Mark, for chiming in on that. So right now, the with everything going on with the coronavirus, did wanted to touch on this. Really, right now, it's pretty insane that over 100,000 small businesses right now are permanently closed. So you just think of that. Every a small business is any business with under 500 employees. So let's do a more like manageable number. Let's say 100 employees. Let's say 50 employees. 50 employees on average for those 100,000 businesses. That's over 500. That's over. I said 50. 5 million people that are unemployed. Like just because those businesses are permanently closed. And right now, 7.5 million businesses are in danger, right? So, like, you think about that number and you're like, oh my gosh, like 7.5. If you do that same number, 50 people for each small business and 7.5 million businesses, imagine how many people can be unemployed because of the small businesses not getting the traffic that is necessary during this time. You think about even like the small black businesses. Small businesses in general are what stimulate our economy. They are what provide jobs to majority of the people, in this nation. So really making sure that small businesses are here to provide those job opportunities, to be there to provide the service or product needed for our economy, like for our daily living, is beyond important. So we do need to make sure that we are supporting. Hey, Brianna, we're supporting our businesses. It's so necessary. Like, we definitely need to make sure that we're giving back. We're looking at these businesses, especially our black businesses. I know sometimes, like for me, like I gave the example earlier, that it was challenging for me to find a black nail technician to do the nails that I wanted to do, the powder nails in Jacksonville. But there's so many different examples, and I'm not gonna be like, okay, yeah, because I didn't find one, I'm gonna go start doing nails. Like, I know that's not for me, but definitely if you feel like, hey, like that's something I want to get into, like, why not? Competition, like people are a lot of times afraid of competition when we should be welcoming it. Like, I find that like black people in the community, a lot of times they'll see like somebody doing a service and they'll be like, oh no, I can't do it because I have to be the only one that does it. Or, oh, so and so down the street gonna think I'm copying them, so I can't do it as well. Like, we need to remove that mindset, because at the end of the day, across the street from basically any McDonald's is another burger joint, whether it's Wendy's, Burger King, like, what are the others? Eh, I don't know. The list goes on. And next to every Popeyes or Crystals or whatever, they're together, because at the end of the day, when you create that traffic on the corner, it brings in, I mean, that competition on the corner, it brings in more traffic to the business. So we need to start welcoming competition and not being afraid of it because so and so is in the same business as us, or I can't talk to them, or I can't collaborate, or I can't do the same type of business because so and so does it. Like, really removing our that mindset and opening up to competition overall. And, yeah. Oh, I did bring some water. Mm, I be thirsty, y'all. so, um, so Black people in America have $1.3 trillion buying power. To put that in perspective, the last bailout plan, the stimulus pack, the coronavirus, it was long. The economic relief, blah blah blah, CARES Act, that act was $3 trillion. Okay, and that basically bailed out the Federal Reserve, the quite a few small businesses, like the people. It got a stimulus check to a lot of households. I can't even say every household. Um, but it got a $1,200 plus check to a lot of households throughout the nation. That was $3 trillion. The black buying power is $1.3 billion, basically half of that stimulus pack that was used to bail out the entire nation every year. So you think about all that money it's circulating. Yet we can't find a means to allow the black dollar to circulate within the black community for longer than 6 hours. Like, oh my gosh. Like, the by the time like we circulate we're circulating our money like 6 times more than the Latino industry, outside of the community. I mean, the Latino community circulates 6 times more than the black community. Like all these Asian community 9 times more. The like all these other different communities. We need to make sure that we're doing it in our community as well, in the black community as well. It's beyond. I mean, the buying power is amazing, and a lot of different. I mean, you have Asian community. They come here. They open up their nail parlors. They open up the beauty supply stores, and we're pouring money into their family, like their community. Yet we're the community that lacks the most in America. It's a problem. It really is. It's a huge problem. Um, Let me know if y'all have any comments. Hey Matt. Hey so super duper fly. Super duper fly. I'm pretty sure that's a song, I think, right? Hey y'all on Facebook. Um, I don't really know how to see who's on with me. Just like it. Like it so I know you're on with me, because I'm not that savvy with this Facebook. When it's on the browser, I don't know. I try, y'all. I try. Um, okay. So I did wanted to give y'all uh, some more stats on the black dollar so that we know which communities are like popping, which industries I should say. Because I know I did a live a couple of weeks ago talking about like the baby food industry. Like I don't think we have enough black companies that create baby food. Like it's okay if you know somebody that's black that has a product that you think that we need more of. Like competition is okay. 6 hours. Okay, so here's the stats. A dollar circulates 6 hours in the black community, 17 days in the white community, 20 days in the Jewish, 30 days in the Asian. So those are the most recent numbers, 2018. And we're at 1.3 trillion dollar, and that's gross, um, of buying power. So look, y'all, we need to get it together. We need to do this. So let me know what your ideas are. Your stimulation, like you're like, oh yeah, this needs to be done. Like, what is your input? Let me know. What do y'all think? What are y'all thinking? Like, I just dropped some stats here. What's on your mind? Like does that do anything to you? Like, how does that make you feel? That about the black dollar, about even today. Like, how do you feel about the blackout day that's technically still going on today? Do you feel like it's effective? Do you feel like it worked? Um, like what are y'all input? What are y'all thinking? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. So Matt said, "What are some strictly black businesses in Jacksonville?" So some black businesses in Jacksonville that I know. So right now, we have um, the Black Jacks Connect. So he has a book of business, and he posts every day different black businesses in Jacksonville. So if you're not following him, definitely make sure that you're following that page. That's Black Jacks Connect. And he like circulates over 200 different businesses, like posting every day, sharing different openings. Some A dessert place downtown just opened up. They had their grand opening this past weekend. I really, it's something with an I. I really can't remember the name, but so there are a lot of different black businesses in Jacksonville. There are. But we really need to tap into those and like figure out like where are they located. Like we also need to, as black business owners, we need to make sure that we're marketing ourselves appropriately. Marketing is not something that you just do once or do twice or a few times and stop. Marketing is an ongoing thing. Like you should be spending at least 20% of your revenue on marketing. Like that's just what it is. As a business owner, you should have a budget for your marketing. This should be an ongoing thing. You need to make sure that you're constantly marketing your business, constantly looking for new clientele to bring into your business. And as business owners, a lot of the times we get away from that. The money starts coming in, we stop marketing, and then we're focusing on the clients we have now. And then the client we give the service or whatever to the clients we have now, and then we're like, ooh, it's starting to slow down. Maybe I need to start marketing again. No, but we need to make sure we're constantly doing that. We need to make sure that people actually know we're out there, know we exist. Um, yes. Yes. Great question, Matt. Awesome question. Um, Other businesses in Jacksonville, I mean, on the restaurant side, you have uh, Teaposh, you have Pray Vegan, we have, in fact, on Pearl Street downtown, there's like a block of five different owned businesses. Like literally, they're on like one like on the same street, like as a collective, which is great because it brings in that traffic. Like we need more of those little sections, you know. Is Cuisine La Kai still open? Stop it, Matt! Stop it! Stop the madness, Cuisine La Kai. So, so for those of you that don't know what Cuisine La Kai is, when I was in college, I started a pop up restaurant, Cuisine La Kai, a taste of home away from home. And it really just I love cooking, but like cooking for a lot of people got exhausting. So I was like, yeah, I like the financial side of things a lot more than I like cooking for a bunch of people. It was cool and fun for a period of time. But no, Cuisine La Kai isn't making a comeback. Maybe perhaps in a different way. Um, so like I won't do it the same way. Like I won't be in the kitchen cooking for a bunch of people because it's too exhausting for me. Like it's just not my cup of tea. Um yeah, I had to go through my finding myself. It was a cute business venture. Um but it's just wasn't for me. But yeah, it's funny you brought up Cuisine like I still have the social media pages and everything. Oh my gosh, that was definitely an experience. I loved it. I love shooting the videos. It was really fun. Um, but yes, what was I? My stock updates. So how's the market doing today? Right? Um, so if you all are following the market was doing pretty well. It did drop a little bit today. Uh, but overall, we have been doing be on a steady increase with the market overall for the past like few weeks now. It's been a steady. I mean, there's been some off days and everything, but it has been a steady increase. There are some uh as far as the travel industry, they are looking to take a hit. and they have been taking a little bit of a hit as well. The travel industry, the travel industry, like I said before, that's why I really told everyone, like, a lot of people are like, yeah, buy travel agency stocks right now because they're low, but they haven't, like I said, they haven't seen their low, and they're very volatile. So if you're looking to hold it for the long haul, like say like Boeing's not going anywhere as a company, right? And they go low and you're looking to hold it for the long haul, then sure. But a lot of people, they're looking to trade, so they buy the company and they're like, oh no, I lost my money, I'm gonna pull out, and then they ended up losing money, because you aren't looking at a long haul game versus the short term game. So if you're looking at a long haul hold, then sure. But if you're looking to get out in a few months or weeks or whatever, then this travel agency is way too volatile. Industry is way too volatile right now, and they're looking to be pretty volatile this week and everything. Um, so yeah, that's one thing to look out for. Also, so taxes, the deadline is coming up on July 15th, and that is, when is July 15th? Next week, because today's the 7th. So that means it's next Wednesday, right? Yeah. So, oh, yeah. Next Wednesday. The tax deadline is next Wednesday. So if you have anyone that haven't filed their taxes yet, definitely refer them to Grand Met Financial. We are helping everyone close out their taxes. My schedule is kind of like all over the place with everyone booking. So definitely, if you haven't filed yet, or you have somebody that haven't filed, definitely make sure that they book their appointment as soon as possible. Um, and be happy to assist them as well, or if you don't want to come into the office, we do virtual consultations as well, so we can do everything virtually, no need to come into the office. Or if you're like, I really want to sit down and like have you look at all my receipts and shuffle through them, that's completely fine too. You can come down to the office is open. Are you a tax consultant? um I don't have that title per se, but I do consult people on taxes. So I do prepare individual and business tax returns, corporations, LLCs, sole proprietorships, um, S corps. I do all those tax. And if you need a tax strategy session, I assist with that as well. How did you get into finances? And why? So, I love sharing this story. How did I get into it? Is really when I was younger, my sister had a financial firm. She's no longer in the business anymore, but I started working with her. So she started doing bookkeeping for the state, and she would just come home and give me the work to do, right, and take credit for it. But I was like, oh, this is cool, and I get to hang out with my sister, and I kind of got into it. And then going through school, I took accounting courses. I went to a trade school, so I did accounting as my trade in high school. And then college happened. I followed that track to college because it was still something I enjoyed doing. But it wasn't until I was in college that I really find my why, and why I wanted to stay in accounting and finance, and why I added my finance degree. And my why is really it really stems from my upbringing, right? Because the number one issue in a lot of families, and one of the number one issues for crime and everything is finances, right? So the mission of the company is really helping people realize their dreams and make it a reality. So turning the dreams into reality, starting with financial success. So if I could help people achieve financial success, that in a sense, in a way, says, hey, I help them manifest their dream, because they no longer have the burden of finances. So on an individual level, hey, I don't have that burden of trying to make ends meet. Our family level, I don't have the burden of my family, my kids not having choices or opportunity because of financial incapabilities. As a business, how can I help my clients achieve wealth? As a business, how can I get them out of the red and the black and get them to the next level in their business? Six, seven figures, right? But it all stems from, hey, what do you want to achieve? What is your dream? And helping them achieve it, starting with financial success. So that's ultimately the why behind me, my purpose, what I believe my life's purpose is, and my business overall. So helping people realize their dreams, starting with financial success. But yeah, that was a great question. So Grand Rev is my baby. Even though I had a few businesses over the years, but yeah. Um, but yes, if you have any financial questions at all, I have we do offer a 15-minute free consultation. Like I spend a lot of time on the phone. Like earlier today, I had an older woman that just that claims social security, that wasn't filing service with me, but needed to ask some tax questions. And if that's you, feel free to call. It doesn't matter if you don't need services at this time. It's okay, and you have questions, financial questions, definitely just book a call, hop on the free consultation call with me, and get your questions answered. Like I said, this is something that I love to do. I enjoy doing. Yes, I started in the accounting industry, a financial industry, mainly because of my sister's the exposure that she gave me. But I stayed in it because of ultimately my purpose. So this is something I love to do. If you have any questions, I'm researching all day. Literally, my education does not stop here. Make sure that you're getting your questions answered. If I could help, definitely reach out. Super Duper Fly said, would you recommend getting a degree in finance if you want to pursue a career in finance? It depends on which I know financial finance is the industry, but which I guess sector you want to go in, because there are certain certifications and licensing and things like that you don't need per se, but that would really look good if you do have, and especially in the financial industry, because you do want that credibility. um Finances is something that's very touchy. Like, somebody will, like, don't mess with people's food and don't mess with their money, right? Food and money. And so, like, as a restaurant owner, you don't want to drop people's food on the floor because they get crazy. But even in the restaurant industry, there's some wiggle room. But in the financial industry, you do not want to mess with people's money. So, like, you do want to make sure you have those licensing, those credentials under your belt, and that experience, because you don't want to mess with people's money, and you mess up, and it could really put a damper on somebody's life, and it's that serious. And as a financial person, like, you have a lot of red tape as well. So you have to make sure that you're like, any errors or admissions that you make, that you can get your license or certifications revoked. So it's like the doctor of finances. So that's how I kind of describe the accounting profession, because, like, really, like, I take the wrong tool to assess somebody's finances, and it's, like, oh no, it's definitely fixable. You can fix it, but it'll take a lot. Hey, Marcia. Hey, Art Smart 2. Um, hello. But yeah, so do I recommend getting a degree? The exposure is great. Do you have to? No, no, not necessarily. I know for my CPA, I do have to get a degree. I had to do my master's and my bachelor's. I have two bachelor's degrees, and I just got my master's, so that I could make sure that I have the credits for my CPA. But if you're looking to just say do life insurance, or if you're looking to be a financial advisor, or there's so many different, or trade stocks. There's so many different professions within the financial industry that you don't necessarily need a degree for. Um, so it depends on what you want to do. So let me know. Let me know what you exactly what you want to do within the financial industry, and if I could help point you in the right direction, sure. I wouldn't say like just go to school and get a bunch of loans just because, and hope you figure it out along the way. Um, I find that coaching works a lot less expensive, and then you're getting direct knowledge from the person in the industry. So if you want to be you want to trade foreign exchange, you want to go to a coach that does foreign exchange trading. If you want to do life insurance, you want to go to somebody that does that. So being going to somebody that's specific for where what you want to do versus something that's so broad, like a major, a degree. Um, but sometimes it is necessary so you could get those certifications, those licensing, and all that good stuff. Yeah, yeah. I know I've been on a little minute. Let me know if you all have any questions outside of this. Feel free to reach out. Book your free consultation at grandmedfinancial.com. Actually, the site is down right now because I do have a new website designer that's working on a new website. So the website is currently down, but you can send us a direct message, a DM, slide in our DM, so that you could book your free consultation, or you can use the link in the bio. If you're on Instagram, Facebook, it should be on the caption for the post. I enjoyed talking to y'all. Next Tuesday, feel definitely make sure that you join for Financially Lit Tuesday every Tuesday at 6 p.m. And I'll be live this Thursday at 7 p.m. with the what is SB of something? I forgot what we call us, but other small business owners. Have you seen new opportunities in this pandemic? Oh my gosh, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Yes. Uh, um, there really has. I feel like the growth potential, if somebody's taking advantage of it during this time, is endless, especially if you're a business owner. If you're looking to get your business like really off the ground, this is the time to use and strategically move. And this is not the end. Like we still haven't seen a recession yet, right? So like you want to make sure that your business is recession proof right now. Like I mean, my business is still right now. We're putting out an ad to add on a couple new associates right now, and just making sure that we're in place to provide the necessary uh, tools and services for our clients. So I mean, it's awesome. Like for me personally, I mean, like, look, tax season is still going on. I'm still booking clients throughout right now. Right now, I have a couple of small business owners as well that I'm doing monthly bookkeeping for. I mean, the it's really, and then we did the funding, helping quite a bit of my small business clients acquire funding and grants and loans during this time period. I mean, yeah, so there was a lot of different opportunities during this pandemic, and the opportunities are continuing to pour in. Thank God, I'm beyond blessed. Thank you, Art. Smart too. Um, he said we need you. Yes. Um, I'm out here and definitely here to serve. And thank you for joining us. Until next week, if you do want to go live on one of the Financially Lit Tuesdays, let me know. Definitely looking to add in some more people on the lives to add in some more information for my viewers. Thank you for tuning in, and see y'all next week on Financially Lit.